redefining co-working.
Exceptional offices for every business.
eSpaces expands with 2 premier locations.
Cool Springs at Corporate Center and Brentwood at City Park.
Explore the private offices, team suites, and fully equipped meeting rooms.
Limited spaces are available.
Schedule your private tour now at espaces.com and be sure to check out all 15 locations at espaces.com.
That's eSpaces.com.
espaces.com.
Cody Johnson goes out and he goes on an Alaskan bear hunt.
Yep, saw where he went. Yep.
And people, of course, are giving shit about it. It's like, look.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I knew that was coming.
Right.
There's nothing we can do about it. Other people who don't even know how to write songs using it to write songs. There's nothing we can do about it as songwriters. Nothing.
Nope. Jackson Dart got a little bit of heat.
Yeah, he did.
From a certain political party. Just for introing Trump at a New York rally, right? And just by introducing him, saying, I'm proud, I'm honored
Yeah.
to introduce.
Yeah, he didn't even say anything really political other than just introducing the president. He was glad
It's a sad day.
The Try That in a Small Town podcast begins now.
From the Patriot Mobile Studios, powered by eSpaces, this is the Try That in a Small Town podcast. It's kind of like a wrestling night, WWE, from the podcast.
I like it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, what do you got over there?
Nothing.
That's Sash.
Shit.
You're a dipshitty at
I
playing
am.
your phone out
Just
loud.
out loud.
when it's supposed to be
I'm
silent.
sorry, guys. Come on.
One at a
Trash,
time.
Kayla, TK, I'm Kurt. Of course, this is the Try That in a Small Town podcast, episode 117.
111.
It is 111?
Yeah.
Oh, that's lucky. Like Make a
Lordy,
Wish or something.
Lordy.
I
Yeah.
feel like we already had a podcast. We just talked so much before.
It's the
I know.
bonus content.
Yeah.
Which most of you won't see because you're not subscribed.
For $400 a week, you can see the lost tapes.
But we have been. We've been talking for, I don't know, probably too long.
Yeah, Jim's always rolling. He knows about job security.
Yeah.
You got the, hey, do you have
really
the
not
SD cards
good.
in the cameras today?
SD cards are loaded, baby.
you got the backup going?
Is your camera back on?
My cameras are back on. They're not falling off.
There you go.
You know what makes me happy staring at your little nerd station over there? Is I see from a distance my Will Levis cup is still, I know. It makes me happy.
Hey, speaking of Will Levis, did you guys hear that he had like some sex tape?
Yeah.
No.
That came out a couple
How many
years ago.
dollars?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
That came out like.
But I think he bought it back so it didn't go public.
Now, wait a minute. He filmed a sex tape, or he just has a sex tape in his closet somewhere?
He filmed one.
Okay.
Yeah, and it got out.
I hadn't heard.
This happened a couple years ago, I think, when he was still with the Titans, nursing that sore shoulder or whatever he's.
Well, maybe it was a massage therapist type thing. Maybe it was prescribed.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Anyway. So
I never
What is he
heard
doing
it.
now?
I never heard anything about that. So
Well, because I think he bought it. These publications, a lot of people don't know when they're breaking a story.
Yeah.
They will go to the person and say, hey, we're about to run this about you.
Yep.
Do you want it to run?
I wonder what that Will Levis sex tape goes for on the open market. I'm just curious what the going rate on the Levis tape is. But
And you know how much money you could raise at like a charity auction for that?
Yeah.
oh my god,
You could do a lot of good with his bad,
Yeah.
what is he up to though?
Really could.
Jim, what is Will Levis up to? And maybe we can get him on the podcast finally.
I don't think he's coming.
Let's get to the bottom of this sex tape. Okay. All right.
Hey, so it's a good time of year. It's summer. Thank the Lord.
Yes.
The kids are out of school. They're happy.
Yep.
Which also reminds me, so let's get right to this. There's been a couple noteworthy commencement speeches. One of them, I don't know if you guys, did you see the Eric Church thing?
Yes.
Got it in my notes.
Fantastic.
I
Oh, well,
didn't see it.
just,
It was so
No.
lead
go-
us into
no.
that.
Go, no.
because- No, come on.
No, I saw that. That's the one that I had down. I had two. The next one that we're going to talk about that's not so glowing. But Eric Church, he had his guitar on, and he had all the tassels and stuff, and I thought he was going to do a song, and I was waiting for him to play, but he did this analogy about life and the six strings of a guitar. and it was brilliant.
Yeah, it was really, really, really good.
Really
I mean,
well done.
brilliant. I mean, I don't know anybody else that could do that any better. And I thought, I would never do a commencement speech based on that, because you're not going to outdo that. Because he was himself, but he spent some time on that, and I thought it was brilliant.
I thought it was it, and I'm thinking to myself, and he probably did write it by himself, but I'm wondering if he had help writing it, because it was excellent.
Yeah,
It was
I would think on that he just did that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a great writer. And two, he's what a career. We love Eric. Eric's got his own thing, and he sticks to it. He's going to make a record. Might have 1 or 2 commercial songs on it right now, but he's going to make the record he wants to make, and his fans have bought into being with him, and I think that's great. I mean, he's an artist,
big
fan,
and a bigger fan after that speech.
I know.
Yeah.
It was
always
excellent.
I became a much bigger fan after
Yeah.
I heard it.
Me too. And because that's what you want at a commencement speech, is you want to be inspired, because you're about to go out into the known world with your education, which is you just want to be inspired, like a little bit of a Rocky moment. And I felt like that was it. And if that was me as a college student, I'd be fired up.
Who was at your commencement speech?
Mike Glenn, he's actually was our pastor at Brentwood Baptist Church, and he did great. He was amazing. He was very inspiring, also. But
What about Scott Borchetta's? Was that also in your notes, that one?
it made the notes. It did, as I'm sure it made everybody else's. But that was the exact opposite
Of inspiring?
Of inspiring, yeah. So
I don't know. I'm gonna
I am
argue
too.
for argument's sake.
I figured you would
Okay.
be going, yeah, every word he said was true.
I just didn't like the way that he said it. I thought the way he said it was arrogant. After the third or fourth round of booze, I would have said, "Hey."
So tell people
I get
what
it,
was
you know.
said. So if they haven't heard it, it's basically the short version is he's talking about AI.
Yes.
Yeah, and he started by saying, because just a couple little notes just for the listeners who didn't hear it. So he was booed at the commencement here and there after touting AI in music. So he started by saying, streaming rewrote economics, or the economics. Social media rewrote the discovery model. I assume how artists get discovered, things like that, songs, what have you. And then he said AI is rewriting production as we sit here. As they're sitting, they're getting behind like right now. That might be true, okay? But just the way he said it, then the booze came out right away, and then his first comment from the first booze was says, "I know it, deal with it."
right.
Which is just lacks little empathy. He says, like I said, it's a tool. I agree. It is a tool. And everybody's going to be using it, and you should figure out a way to use it too. But then he says, hey, like I said, hear me now or you can pay me later.
Yeah,
He got a few laughs. He got a few laughs, but still really arrogant, I thought. But anyway, and then he got more booze from that, and then he said, oh, hey, well, then do something about it. He goes, make it work for you.
That's right.
And that's fine. So
Sure.
It wasn't everything he said was wrong. I just feel like the delivery, I would have wanted to give the students a little more empathy after I got booed on at least the second time. I would think, oh, I need to.
Well, so the argument would be this, and by the way, I agree with you, but the argument would be this. Okay, give a speech that's super inspiring, but maybe not realistic, as opposed to the guy that says, hey, deal with it, dude. Figure it out, because that's what life is.
It's here and not going away.
Yeah.
And that's probably the better lesson, but not inspiring.
Right.
And he's right. I didn't like his delivery either, but he is right. You better learn how to deal with
That's
it.
right.
Well, he was himself.
I didn't disagree with
He was
anything he said.
himself.
I'll argue with the fact that it's not just changing production; it's creating production.
Yeah.
So it's easier to say deal with it when you're worth $500 million.
Sure.
And
So,
you didn't have to deal with it as he was coming up,
Right,
and being that
he
successful.
made
He
his
didn't have to
fortune.
deal with it.
It's different. Came up in a time when we did it the old way, and
Absolutely.
So-
but the fact is,
well, the fact
it is here.
It's here.
It's not
No, for
going
sure.
away.
And here's the other thing. I mean, Borchetta's been through a lot of years of a lot of change. And for him to say it like that, I mean, you better buy into it, because the dude knows what he's talking about.
Oh yeah,
If anybody knows what they're talking,
successful.
oh my God! If anybody knows what they're talking about, it's that guy.
Yeah.
And he sees that it's here and it ain't going nowhere. It's just going to get bigger and bigger and better and better. And you might as well learn how to use it as a tool. And that was his only way of delivering it. I mean, I know what you're saying about his delivery and stuff, but I'm like, I didn't disagree with anything he said. Nothing.
Yeah.
Look, it's just reality. It's
I
just
didn't disagree.
I don't have to agree with AI. I'm not happy that it's here and it's replacing a lot of jobs. I don't like that at
that's
all.
a separate conversation.
That's a whole separate conversation, but there's nothing we can do about it. Nothing.
Right.
There's nothing we can do about it. Other people who don't even know how to write songs using it to write songs. There's nothing we can do about it as songwriters. Nothing.
Nope.
So that's our episode for tonight.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
He's kidding, folks. Hang around. We've got gold, solid gold.
Well, it's always the music industry. Hollywood's figured out they've done well to really regulate, and they've addressed it.
Have they addressed the fact that somebody can make a movie, a total AI movie, and stop it?
They've addressed. I don't know the ins and outs of that, but it's been a major thing.
I know there's AI commercials.
Oh yeah, and they'll say this is AI generated images, and which again sucks because at some point that was a working actor.
Yep.
You know, so I'm very confused how it's all going to shake out for music. It's, my feelings on it. Like, I had another couple of writers send me some AI songs. I'm like, it's one thing to use it as we talked about it. It's one thing to use
get numb to it after a while.
One thing to use it as a tool. As a tool, I think it's wonderful. Much like when we went to Pro Tools.
Yeah.
It's
and the progression. People use samples in music, which was a progression.
I think it's all good as a tool. It's just you send me a song that's completely AI.
Yep.
And just dumping some worthless words into.
You can't even listen to the song anymore because you automatically know that it's AI driven.
You can tell,
and you're distracted from the song automatically. I've already met a lot of people that are song people that as soon as they can tell it's AI, it's like they didn't even want to hear it anymore.
Yeah. In my defense,
as soon as the singer starts, they know.
In my defense, I didn't mean to push send. It was just queued up there, and I thought about it and I was going to erase it, and then I fat fingered it. I sent it. Sorry.
Well, a lot of musicians feel the same way about AI like we did about streaming. It's the same thing. I mean, streaming is, what it did to us and our income. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad. I mean,
it's the same feeling anyway.
Nothing I love more than being in the studio, playing bass, creating something. But I'm really glad that we kept doing other things and producing and writing, because it's, I hate to say it, it's happening.
And who's making the money now on Music Row? Is it just the record labels? Because I don't know how publishers are making
pretty much
money.
the labels.
Labels are
pretty much they're the only money
been.
makers, and the artists, the labels and the artists are pretty much it.
Yep.
Publishers are making it somehow.
Yeah, that's my question.
Because their buildings keep getting more.
We talked about it
looking.
today a little bit. It's like you see these big buildings, and you're like, and all these people in the office, and like, what do they do?
Yeah, because they didn't have those back in the heyday, but they got them now when they're not making any money.
So
a lot of them.
My question is, how are the publishers making? They can't. I mean, with streaming numbers and stuff like that, you can't afford to buy a case of water for your kitchen in the publishing company.
Yeah, a lot of the like we were talking today at BMG, like that's the label building and the publishing, has that half a floor. The publishing part of BMG is just one little stem off of the label, which is bankrolling.
Sure.
So, it's like if you write for Warner or write for BMG, or what gets me is the smaller publishing companies that are
that's the big question right there.
Yep. So, I mean, we're gonna redo some deals on our end. Some publishing deals, but we'll see. I mean, we're talking. Hey.
Yeah. Sometimes those writers
sitting there, Neil,
with really high draws,
I can't wait.
But there also was some. Did you want to make another point on the AI stuff? Because we were talking about the graduations going into high school. Because that was the only two. I'm sure there were other famous people that had delivery and commencement speeches on college, but that's the only two that I picked up on that were noteworthy to us. And but we had a couple local high school graduations, of which my niece was at a graduation at Centennial, and I think also Franklin High School.
Did y'all see the video of that?
And it was, it was complete
everywhere.
washout.
Yeah.
And those kids were soaked, you know, and they didn't get to do the speeches, the kids that valedictorian and all that stuff. They didn't get to do them, but they're gonna do them later. And I guess they do it from their bedroom or something. They put it out. I mean, I don't know.
Somebody explained to me what happens. Why do they not have an alternate place they can do it? Or
Well, I mean, a lot of these
Neil
are big.
had something.
I mean, they're big crowd. Like Franklin, my son, graduated. My daughter goes there. They're huge. I mean, they're massive crowds, and they're huge. I get that. If maybe a week out, I wish they could have come up with a plan for these kids that. Because the Franklin one was on, it was downpour.
Yeah. National
would have been
news,
nice to have it.
material.
Maybe just try to have an alternate day. If you can, do something because the weather coming in. I mean, they could see it was
Miserable.
Miserable. So
Yeah.
I think they tried to catch a hole, and they saw a hole in the radar,
They missed
but it
it.
did. Yeah, but it didn't happen. I think something just blew up over them as they were
missed
trying to get, because they were reading names fast. I saw the video. They're reading names like really, really fast and making them walk real fast.
Yeah.
But it got them.
It's weird to me that they don't have a.
And I think the
plan.
that school district has a rain or shine policy where they're doing it rain or shine as long as there's not lightning. But I even heard that there was lightning in the area. Now they would call a football game with lightning in the area.
For sure.
100%.
yeah.
And I'm like, just out of the, for the safety of all the families that are there, you would think.
It's what- it's
I don't know
like-
if that's true or not, but
I don't think
heard
they would
that
have.
there
I think
was.
they would have had to stop it with lightning.
You would have to. But I think you could see lightning in the background in the distance and stuff, and they could see it coming. So they were trying to hurry it up.
Yeah, and you have a lot of people, you have grandparents, that are, some of them not in good health. They're making a decision not to go. Like they're trying to say, hey, y'all stay here. Well, you can watch it online or whatever. Because I think they did live stream. One of maybe they did both of them. I don't know. But and I'd asked my niece. I said, so was it fun or I know you graduated? She goes, no, not really. It was cold. She goes, I was cold.
Yeah, and they just did
the
their
whole time.
hair. All the girls had their
They all dressed
hair
up- well,
done.
yeah.
I mean, what a mess.
And for some people, I mean, it is a big deal. And I mean, for some people, graduating high school is one of the things they're going to remember. It's one of the biggest things that they do, and that just kind of got washed away.
I wouldn't have cared. I wouldn't have cared. Not a lick.
I might not
just
have
because
cared.
of what you just said. I'm graduated. I didn't care. Let it rain. It would have been awesome. Soak me, Lord. I made it through school. I am done.
Knowing you would have to complain about it. I mean,
No, I wouldn't. No, I would
You
not.
complain about
Not
most
then.
things.
Not at that age. Maybe now, but not then.
yeah.
I would never have
Soak me,
complained.
Lord.
But if your girls were graduating,
Yeah.
and they've got all dressed up
Yeah.
and got their hair
Yeah.
fixed right and everything, and you're
Sure.
proud of them, they're going to do a speech possibly. You would be mad for them.
Yeah, I would have been a
probably.
little
Right?
perturbed, yeah.
Yeah.
But still thankful that they made it through school and we're done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. I would have. I don't think. That's just me, though. I mean, I can understand all these parents and people and all the backlash. But the Williamson County administration and the superintendent's going to be my dipshit of the week.
Spoiler.
Oh, are we going? So we'll just go. Let's
No, we don't have to go to that. I'm going to save it. I didn't
do it.
this
We're
week.
talking about
We
it.
just talked about it, so let's do them.
Or
Yeah,
listen
I
to
mean,
yours.
that dude is probably, bad call. Bad call.
It's a bad call.
Okay.
Bad call.
All right.
Bad
I
call.
agree.
I won't call out his name, but he's a dipshit. You got to be prepared for that. I mean, come on. It's graduation night.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get everybody back inside. There's a way to figure this out. He is no road manager, I can tell you that.
Well,
No.
you do have to have a backup plan.
Speaking of road
Yeah.
managers, our road manager, tour manager, is one putter short.
By the way,
what's the
Jake
word?
LeGrone watches this podcast. 'Cause he got all bent out of shape. What it was. we were
No, I
talking
got to
about.
hear this. What are you talking about?
It just reminded me when you said, we're down in the Bahamas and we were playing golf and fishing.
Can't wait to hear this.
And so, of course, we get down there. Beautiful. Aldean's place down there is just awesome. And we get down there and we're golfing and fishing. And at night we're playing NHL hockey like you witnessed on the bus. But we're playing for money. Like, money, probably too much money at some point, on a tequila-fueled PS5 hockey match, after all day. And anyway, we're playing for money, and people are winning and losing. Jake, and I tried to text Aldean, but I can't get him right now, but Jake bought this really expensive putter, and I can't remember the name of it.
It's a spider.
I got one.
They're like $500.
Yeah, I got one.
Is there another name for him? Spider or...
It's a center shafted putter.
Yeah.
It's their new one. It's their offset. It's their lab version of
It was
putter.
a different name they were calling
okay.
it. And I don't think he'd even used it yet.
Oh, okay.
Because I think I used the
maybe
spider that day. It was a different,
maybe he did get a new one.
I think it was a new one, and I can't. I tried to text Aldean. And I should have called Jake. Should I try to call Jake?
Do it live on the air.
Jake.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes, call him.
Let's see if we can get him.
But make sure you tell him he's on the air.
Yeah.
No, don't
take the fun away.
Heck no. Do not tell him he's on air. No way.
This reminds me of Red Neckerson. Back in the day.
Don't
Get that right up to the mic.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Okay, you're on the podcast right now. Can you hear me? Okay.
Oh yeah, I hear you.
Hey, I was going to talk about the putter that you lost in the Bahamas.
That is a big fairy tale myth. I've heard.
What was the name of it though? The putter?
Scotty Cameron.
Oh, Scotty Cameron.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Very nice putter. But that AI thing that he's posted is not accurate. I never lost the putter.
Okay. Well, we'll let you go. I just wanted to get the name of the putter correct.
Yeah, I hope you get it right.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for being a guest.
Yeah. Bye.
You know what goes great with small town stories?
Original Glory, America's beer right here.
I've been drinking this every songwriting session today.
Man, that clean, crisp taste reminds me of summer nights on the back porch after a fresh mowed lawn.
And they're just not making great beer. They're investing in America's small towns.
Well, it's just like us. They believe in bringing communities together.
Not only do they invest in communities, but a portion of each sale goes to the veterans and the first responders and all the heroes that protect us.
For a limited time, you can become a member of the OG fam and invest in this beer at wefunder.com/original brands.
Join our Original Glory family and help ignite that Original Glory spirit.
My name is Glenn Story. I'm the founder and CEO of Patriot Mobile. And then we have 4 principles. First Amendment, Second Amendment, right to life, military and first responders. If you have a place to go put your money, you always want to put it with somebody that's like-minded. Of course. And I think that's the beauty of Patriot Mobile. We're a conservative alternative.
Don't get fooled by other providers pretending to share your values or have the same coverage. Go to patriotmobile.com/smalltown to get a free month of service when you use the offer code SMALLTOWN or call 972-PATRIOT.
So we go back and forth, a couple $100 per game. Anyway, this putter comes up, and Aldean challenged him a game, $600 or the putter.
Okay.
And so getting down to overtime, and Aldean won it in the first overtime. And that putter is now in Aldean's bag, and it was classic. We landed back at the airfield. We got back from the Bahamas, and Aldean went over to Jake and took the putter right out of his bag. and he sent a picture like 2 days later of him watching the golf tournament last weekend, laying with the putter.
A nice Scotty Cameron. Okay.
Did you play golf? Did you play golf down there?
Yeah.
You played?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Telly Kennedy played golf.
I did. Hit just enough good shots to keep me coming back. So
See, Neil?
Now, Kayla, they were at Baker's Bay.
Yeah.
I would like for you to tell your Baker's Bay story that I did not go on.
What was the story?
What?
No, I mean...
The member guest at Baker's Bay.
Yeah.
We both got invited on, and I said, I'm not going on that trip because I foresaw what might happen. And you went. Morgan Wallen was on the plane. You were on the plane.
Oh, yes.
Oh, was it that unmemorable?
No, it was great. It just, but yeah, I don't know what I would tell about that. It was,
Really? I mean, Morgan Wallen was there. You could have told that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was great.
And I think it was.
Awesome.
I think it was when Morgan was like he was going through his phase before he came out of it and like straightened up a little bit.
He just come out and he was good. He was cool, and
But didn't he flip a table or something on a hotel balcony or something?
Oh, I wouldn't talk. No, I'm not. Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know about anything like that.
I mean, everybody knows about the chair downtown, but I was like,
what are you doing?
He was doing that
me?
whole thing.
No. It was a good trip. It was a good member guest. We got some nice little shoes. Yeah, it was awesome. But
that's it?
Yeah.
That's all we get?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not going to make the paywall.
Yeah, that's no, I don't think. Yeah, that just didn't seem. Yeah, I didn't really see anything. It was a kind of a close knit trip, but yeah, I didn't.
All right, Dan.
Didn't know that was.
I'm definitely the Charles Barkley of the group, because when I see Charles Barkley swing a club, it's not good.
I think he's got a better swing now.
Well, you'd think so, because he plays all the time.
Does he still have the hesitation?
I think he cured the hesitation.
He's a little better now.
Yeah. The hesitation.
Speaking of hesitation, and this is good news, taxes are not due until June 8th.
Why did they get delayed again? Because I knew the original was because of the ice storm or something. You're talking for Tennessee,
it's still,
right?
Yeah, and I think it's just the areas that are impacted, and Tennessee is one of them. And there may be others too, but I know for sure Tennessee. They pushed it back, and they pushed it back again, which is great.
Maybe they'll abolish the IRS before we have to pay them.
Cool. That would be great.
You think that'll happen?
That would be great.
Okay.
I don't know.
I didn't know if that's where you were going.
I don't know if
or
that's
not.
happening or not. But anyway, we were talking about.
It may be a question we have for our next guest that's coming up.
Interesting.
Teaser.
Oh, yeah.
We won't tell you who, but it's a good one.
I may be missing that one. We'll talk about it after.
I hope not. It depends on how much pain you're going to be in.
Yeah.
After your surgery?
It's hard to know. But
Kayla's going to have surgery here pretty soon.
I know
on the
for
shoulder.
sure there's no way I can have surgery on Thursday and do a podcast on Friday.
I think there is. It's just a shoulder. It's not your vocal cords.
No, well, I know.
I'd like hopped up painkiller or Kayla.
I would love to see it too.
It's one of those surgeries where the first at least 3 days you're mainly just moaning and sleeping.
Well, why don't you come sit?
I mean, like it's miserable.
I don't know why you can't sit here and moan and sleep just as good as you could at home.
It's miserable.
No days off.
We may need you here, and if you're on fentanyl the whole time.
Hopefully not fentanyl. I wouldn't think.
Maybe it's not. Wait a minute. Maybe it's not fentanyl.
Yeah, no, probably not.
I don't know about that.
Hydrocodone, maybe.
That's it.
Probably.
That's it.
Yeah.
It would be great to have you as a hydrocodone guy on here. I would love to see hydrocodone Kalo.
I don't know.
We've gone off the
Speaking of that,
air.
Give us.
Well, you did.
Oh no,
you did mention that. So these little blue bottles that I've been enjoying for quite some time. Not just me, a lot of people around the nation. I don't know how many states this involves, but I had a buddy who sent me a text and said, "Hey, I think it's July 1st or something like that. They're outlawed in Tennessee, and it will be a felony if it's found on your person."
Can I see it real quick?
Yeah,
it will be a felony
for the people that know the story.
That's
where's your
that's
camera?
what I heard.
This one.
I don't know, Jim. Where's my camera?
Right there.
All right.
Feel free.
When we started this podcast,
why are we talking about it? They don't sponsor us.
You're right.
No, here's why.
I didn't know we were going to do the whole thing. Oh yeah, but go ahead.
It's a story.
Yeah, it's a story. Breaking now.
Anyway, when we first started the podcast, Kayla would be like, "Hey, try this," and I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll try a little sip of that," and I loved it. I thought it was this all natural herb. It sounds healthy.
It is all natural.
Kava root, herbal supplement. I'm like, oh, of course I'll do that. Anyway, I started doing it, and I really liked it. Got me all jacked up for the podcast. Then I started doing two, and Kayla would bring me one, and I really loved it. And then one day, sitting right here, I had one, and I spilled it.
Yeah.
And it does. I thought it looked like this, blue. It looks like battery acid. And I was
it
like,
has a brown tint.
It looks
It's
like
not
monkey puke, man. When I saw it, I said, I will never put that in my mouth.
Definitely can't. And then I read about it, and it's not good. So
what are you doing? Stocking up on them?
Oh, I bought a ton of them.
Yeah, how do you buy those, Kayla? Do you buy them by the case?
I get them shipped.
Why are they? What else have they found out about them now?
I don't know. All I know is the only thing I knew in the beginning, because I researched it too, is apparently it's not good for people who are coming off of certain drug addictions like opioids.
Opioids.
Is it opioids or opiates?
It's opioids.
Or is that two different things?
Opioids.
Good question.
Okay. Anyway, that's what I heard about that. But anyway, they're taking it away from people who are just enjoying it as a drink replacement, because the people who vote, they just like to drink, but they want to take these away, even though alcohol is a known poison.
What about doing like the THC drinks? Everybody seems to be doing
that's like the fastest growing beverage thing.
The alcohol sales in the country are way down.
Yeah,
like
compared to that.
So what are these
big
drinks?
time? They're doing like the THC drinks,
So drinking
like
weed?
Delta,
Basically.
stuff like that. But yeah,
To
you can
replace-
get hammered
sorry,
off those
I spit
things.
on you.
Oh, it's okay, buddy.
What would you say, Kayla?
No, you can get. I mean, you talk about something that people know that you're on. Like if you drink one of these or two of these, you're only supposed to have one. But even if you had more than one, nobody knows you're drinking or taking anything. But if you do one of those, the THC drinks, like 20 milligrams, something like that, especially if you don't smoke weed or anything.
Well,
like
yeah,
that,
it depends.
You're
if you
gonna
have
know.
a resistance.
I don't know.
to
When
it.
I first started doing this, like you would know, I was completely jacked up.
I'd like to know from our listeners, though, if anybody does drink the THC drinks or what they drink.
I know.
And
Yeah.
what they're...
I want to know too.
'cause-
I've talked to a couple of people, a couple of guys, good golfers.
Yeah.
And I asked
Willie
my first
Nelson
question
has
was,
one.
my first question
Willie Nelson.
was like, does it help your golf game? It's like, oh yeah, it's a great swing juice. And I'm like, and now I'm like, oh my God, I got to try it. I got to see if I make more putts on a THC drink.
Well, health wise, the reason those things are popular, that alternatives are popular, is because most anything is healthier on your overall body than alcohol.
That's the argument.
That's true. Well, it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, alcohol is just it's not good. Not good for us.
So anyway,
I don't know. My 84-year-old
after a
dad
little
might
while,
argue with that.
Yeah.
I won't be able to have these, so I have to find some other. What about heroin? Is that legal?
I mean, I don't know, but I see. I mean, all of a sudden, like some good classic cocaine doesn't sound all that bad. I mean, really, what are we talking about?
You probably wouldn't even feel it now. We're so desensitized.
I've never even seen cocaine.
No, well, me either. But
Never even seen it
It's white.
in flesh.
I haven't seen.
Have you smelled it?
No. Have you smelled it?
No.
What's that in your mustache?
Definitely not.
I saw something that was great. Did you see? I can't remember. I follow this guy on Instagram. It's really funny. He posted this thing. Actually, he's a doctor. He posted this thing about Pepsi came out with a prebiotic or probiotic version of Pepsi. But it's, I mean, of course, loaded with chemicals. You know, and he's like, okay, how can you? I mean, this is terrible for you. They're marketing it as healthy Pepsi. You know.
Yeah.
But Jim, if you can find a picture of that can, because it's awesome.
You watch. It won't be long. We'll have THC drinks at sporting events.
Oh, that's coming.
It's coming.
There's
It's
no
going to
doubt that's
outsell
coming.
beer. It's going to outsell everybody. And there's just going to be
there's
a
too much
bunch of
money in
freaking
that.
high people at these games.
I agree.
Speaking of which,
Okay.
Super Bowl's coming here in 2030.
Hey,
That's right.
Nashville.
That's a big
on the
dang
map.
deal.
Yeah.
Look at Telly. Look at Telly's face.
dang deal.
Because I'm kind of with him. I'm like, I guarantee it won't be a country singer doing a halftime show in Nashville.
It's got to be.
I think
They're
it will.
gonna have.
gotta be.
They won't do it.
I actually think
Has
it will.
to.
They're gonna have.
I mean,
to.
it's 4 years from now, so I'm not sure.
You know what Goodell will
at that
do?
point, what it looks like.
Goodell will put Taylor Swift on it. That's what'll happen.
Well,
And then
it might
everybody
be.
will be pissed, including me. She
It'll
ain't
have to
country.
be a country
She used
rock.
country music as a stepping stone. If she does the halftime show, which will probably happen, it won't count as country.
Well, McGraw was on the board that helped get it here.
McGraw. Well, so was Eric.
Well,
Church.
Eric Church.
Well,
Eric
good.
Church.
Then
I can see, I
they'll
can see Eric.
probably
I can
do
see
it.
Eric maybe
Hopefully.
being part of it. You know.
Yeah.
How do you think that's going to go over here?
It's gonna be huge.
It's going to be huge.
It's gonna
The
be
draft
huge.
was huge. It's got to be huge.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
it'd be
huge.
huge.
Be great for the city.
But why'd you kind of roll your eyes when I said it?
That's fine. I'm just thinking about the actual team. I'm wondering if maybe in
Oh,
4 years
okay.
if we're competing. That
the Titans.
maybe
Yeah.
4 years from now.
Yeah.
You know, if they get Levis
Maybe.
back. You know.
It gives them some good incentive
Yeah.
to get better.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see.
The new stadium, I
yeah.
remember because when we had our new stadium built, what was it 2000, 2001? When the new stadium they've played,
Yeah,
and
that's right.
of course we go to the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
right? When we got our new stadium,
Right.
Who knows?
Right.
It
Yeah.
may happen
Maybe.
again.
I'm already
Maybe.
ready for football. I'm already ready for it. So.
Well, speaking of football, so Jackson Dart got a little bit of heat
Yeah, he did.
from a certain political party, just for introing Trump at a New York rally, right? And just by introducing him, saying I'm proud, I'm honored to introduce.
Yeah. He didn't even say anything really political other than just introducing the president, and he was glad
It's a
to do it.
sad day. I mean, it's a president.
I think it was one person that gave him a hard time.
What, his
Not really.
teammate?
Well,
Yeah, it's no big deal. They just it's making a lot of noise because it's Trump.
but I
It's
think
no big
I don't
deal.
know. I mean, I think it's. I was reading some things on it, and at first you thought, they're just doing that to get clicks. But you're just talking about the locker room, vibe now, and certain players, that now it's dividing the locker room, stuff like that. He's a QB, so it is possible.
I don't think this though. If you went through all the NFL teams, I would bet
They're all divided. Yeah.
most of the quarterbacks are probably Trump supporters. I bet even half the NFL is Trump supporters.
Sure.
And it shouldn't matter.
And then that's the
it
thing,
shouldn't freaking matter. That's what
Right.
pisses me off. It's like it's a president. Like that's cool. It's
like with us. We got
It's
to go
not
see him.
surprising.
It's
not surprising.
It shouldn't matter. You should vote who you want to vote for, and if you're not happy with it, vote again in 4 years.
I'm so over all of it. It's not.
Well, I'm just over that
oh my
part of it,
God, I'm just
especially.
like, let's just play ball, guys. God
But yeah, but the
damn.
NFL as an organization is very political.
Yes.
But
For
if you have a
sure.
player
Ain't
that
no
comes
doubt
out and just
about
to introduce the setting president,
Yeah.
then people get all up in arms about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I don't know.
I mean, they're going to find any reason to be up in arms today anyway.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
did have a conversation with somebody who believes the complete opposite of what I do politically. And they were like, you know what, though? I got to say this. I saw your picture with the president. How awesome is that?
Yeah.
President of the
That's
United
cool.
States, you got to sit and stand in the Oval Office. And I was like, man,
At least they saw.
thank you for saying that.
At least they saw
Yeah.
that. They saw the cool part of it.
Yeah,
And
it's the
didn't
President of the United
defriend
States.
you.
Yeah.
I would say that
like
wouldn't,
most of them would.
yeah, that wouldn't be the majority.
No.
On the other side, they would say, I would not set foot in that
Right.
Oval Office.
Who is this common sense liberal, a friend of yours? I've never heard of one.
Let's have him
Who
on.
is it? That's amazing.
It is amazing. But I do think there's a lot of people like that. So we've talked about this a lot. With social media, with whatever, it just gets so black and white and just people are so divided. But there are a lot of people that are in the middle that aren't that offended by it.
I'd say the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
like if I'd had to go, if I went to the White House and it had been Biden,
Yeah.
I would have had the same reaction.
Yeah.
It's a sitting president, an elected president,
Yeah.
which is
No,
what
it
it's
is
all
awesome.
about. It's
You
the
just
elected-
wanted to see the Lewinsky room.
which I did. It's everything I thought it would be. But just no, I
thought it would.
to be in the Oval Office with a sitting president, like that's, I just immediately get wrapped up in the history of it. I just love it. Like I love the whole process. I think it's amazing. You know, what we pulled off as a country, democracy. It's crazy. So, yeah, I hate that people wouldn't be excited no matter who the president is.
We live in the freaking greatest
I know.
country in the world.
Yeah, it's like this. It's like the teams that don't, or
And
people
there's-
that don't go to the White House after they win
mean-
the Super Bowl. Stupid. It's stupid.
It's so
like, go.
nitpicky.
Yeah.
It's
So
unbelievable
So stupid.
No.
how nitpicky people get
Yeah.
about that stuff.
Well, like I said,
I agree.
can't do anything today.
Titans are going to be in the Super Bowl 2030.
Titans.
Let's put a bet on it.
We should at least we should at least place a bet on if they make it to the conference championship or something. You know,
Who's
what I
this,
mean?
the Titans?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd love to think.
$500.
I mean,
Probably
30.
not- probably
I
not
mean,
gonna
30 is
happen.
going to be here in no time.
I'd
And
have to
I
ask
think
my wife
I think
about
we
that.
can build. But how do y'all like our new coach?
I don't like anything about the Titans. I'm the wrong one to ask.
I don't know
Nothing.
enough about him to
Yeah, I don't
comment.
either. I was
he's better
hoping
than
one of
the
you
last
guys
one.
knew a little bit about
I mean,
it.
I watched him when he was in New York. You know,
Better than the last
Jets.
one.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we're really scraping the. I mean, the team is so many issues. Like, is our QB? Does he have it? We'll find out next couple of years. You know, but you got to give him some. I don't think we did well in the draft to help him. I don't know. I mean,
I still have faith in Cam. I do.
I like him.
I had to give him his little. he was my pick too.
Yeah.
I'm going to
When we
say
drafted
I'm going to
him.
go against it just because he doesn't fit into my prototypical QB, what I want in a QB. So I want a pure pocket passer. That I want a Drake May.
More like a Peyton Manning.
I'd take a Peyton Manning. I mean, he's one of the top 10
I would
QBs.
take a Peyton Manning. It's like he's a consolation prize or something.
I would.
I mean,
I'd take a
no,
Peyton
that was,
Manning.
seriously.
that was a huge compliment.
I
from-
can't
from
wait
Telly.
till we
That
get
was a huge
Peyton Manning
compliment.
on this podcast.
I just said he's one of our top 10 QBs.
But that's
Of course
a good,
I'd take
that's a
Peyton
good
Manning.
compliment.
Definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I just, we'll see if this
You made him
experiment
sound like a
pans out.
backup, though.
I'll take a Peyton Manning.
Just your tone.
I know. Well, it's Peyton. He's fine. It's good.
Kayla, you got anything on that list of goodies there?
Like what kind of topic?
I don't know. Give us a. Let's spin the wheel. Let's spin the wheel.
Spin the
I like
wheel.
it.
Talk about the track and field
Well-
meet in California where the trans won again.
Ooh, tell
and
us.
that's still a thing. I can't even believe it's still a thing.
So I
I
didn't
can't
know
either.
this. What is
But
another?
tell us
Nothing.
the
It's
story.
just still going on. I remember I saw it the other day, and
A man who's
it's not. Yeah, it's
anyone.
It's so isolated, though.
No, it's a high school. I know it's isolated, but it's like
there's always
I
one
can't
story,
even believe it's still. I'm going. Is this still a thing, really? And it is,
Well,
and
it's
they're
gonna
recognizing
continue
it's
to be
still
a
out
thing.
there. I know it's isolated.
Yeah, I feel better.
Thank God
I
it's
guess-
isolated.
I
It's
guess that you're
isolated,
hearing
but-
about it less. This is the only one I've heard about recently. But
It's still, it is isolated. But if it was
happening.
your daughters,
it's terrible.
you'd be.
Well, those are
raging mad.
my
Yeah.
other dipshit hits. It's not the actual person that's doing it or the parents of the person that's confused mentally. It's the parents of the kids that they allow their kids to compete against it. I can't even believe they show up and get on the starting line or get on, if it's a swim meet, why are they even on the podium? Why are they even there to jump in the pool or on the starting
it's
blocks?
hard, and
it's like,
Riley-
don't even compete against it and let them run by themselves. Why are you still entertaining this? Because you're part of the circus. You're allowing this circus to keep going on by showing up to these meets and competing.
I think Riley Gaines talked about this when she was on the podcast, and that was probably her regret was that she did compete.
Yeah.
But
that's what started
when
the
you're
whole
in
thing.
Moment, and when you've trained so hard for that, it's not in your DNA to just say, "I'm not going to do it."
They're competitive people.
Yeah.
I get all that, but that is so
No, I
insane.
know what you're saying,
It's such
and
an
I agree.
insane additive to the meet. It's like, wait a minute, we're not doing this. We're going to wait till they leave and then we'll compete. We're not going to do anything until that's out of here.
But that might take so long, then your window's gone. You know what I mean?
So you run and not win, or you swim and not win. You're not going to beat a guy. You're not going to beat a dude. So it's pointless. And they ignited that whole folly and all that circus that's going on now by competing and allowing it to happen in the first place. That's my view of this whole thing. They should,
Yeah.
if it would have been my kid, and I'd have showed up to a meet and I saw that there was a dude getting ready to compete against my daughter, I'm going, no, whoa, no, we're not doing this. And I would have gathered up all the other parents like, we're not doing this. I would have done my best to lobby against any of us competing until that is out of here. But that didn't happen. So that allowed the whole circus to take place, in my opinion.
It's a tough one, and I don't mean a tough one like you think I mean.
Yeah.
Like, it's a tough one for parents and the kids. Like Kurt was saying, like, this is what they do. They've trained for. They've traveled. They've spent all this money. They're in shape to do this, and just for them to make a statement, they have to give up and forfeit doing what they do, which they could, get something from those competitions, even if they came in second.
No.
You're still first, and those other the awards from the trans athletes possibly at some point down the line will get stripped away anyway, and then you get retro first place.
Yeah, I would have never entertained insanity to begin with.
Well, it's
never would
it's
have
one
done
of my sticking points on one of my firm beliefs of this very thing, what we're talking about, and I just don't understand why it's existing in the first place. Like it shouldn't even get that far down the line for the kids to have to decide whether they should compete.
Yeah, it never should be where we're at.
It's not fair to them. It's like it should never get that far, and why it is getting that far, that's what we need to look at. It shouldn't be in existence. It doesn't add up. It's not. That's one subject for me that I'm curious in 2 years when it comes time to vote again. Okay, so if whoever's on that side, Democrat. What's that? Is it going to weed out by then? Is it going to fire back up? Is it going to just be gone? I'm curious what the stance will be.
Well, that's going to be more of a midterm question, I think.
Could be, yeah, exactly.
Because it'll be a state-decided issue.
Yeah, okay, that's great. I'm just curious because for me personally, that's a very big. Having a daughter who's been in competition in sports, like it's very concerning to me. Like it's very there's no wiggle room for me with that. Like there's no I don't know. No, it's like no, it's wrong. Mm-hmm. It's not fair to our girls. We're not lifting up our girls. We're not supporting them. We're crushing them. So that's a zero tolerance thing for me. Is that particular issue? So it'd be nice to have Riley back on. Riley, if you're listening,
we've all seen her somewhat recently, and she's definitely said she would come back on. So we will have to take her up on that.
Yes.
Well, kind of in that same lane, I guess. I saw just a quick advertisement. I don't even know what I was watching, but it was just an advertisement for a new show, maybe a show that's already out. But apparently there's a few of them that the one that the advertisement for I think is called "This Is Poly," and it's about like polyamorous relationships. Do you say that right? It's like more than one lover, like you're married to a couple people, stuff like that. It's reality shows, and then there's trans things going on in the shows.
Is a poly thing? Is that like a Mormon thing?
I don't know. I possibly, but they didn't. It wasn't advertised that way.
Both partners can have.
Yeah, multiple. It was like yes, and then they're showing just the clips of it, and they and they said yeah, and there's jealousy and there's fights. I'm like, no shit. Are you kidding me? Yeah, of course there is. Yeah. But anyway, okay. I just looked at that and I thought, man, I did say for sure. So because I was thinking, okay, surely, people are going to want to watch that out of human interest. I am not going to watch that stuff. I'm just not. And we have the choice not to watch things. You just watch something different, Yeah. But it's just interesting because it seems like there were several shows that really going to inundate, people with that, which I think, I don't know.
Explain what it is to me again.
I don't know exactly, but it's I don't know if they're actually married, but they're relationships of say you got, one guy and two girls and they're in a committed relationship, right? Stuff like that. But it just says
one does the laundry, one does the dishes.
Well, you have to watch the reality show to get that part because I don't know. It just says
I was just checking.
Follows the real life stories and relationship dynamics of modern polyamorous families. If I'm saying that right,
everybody knows I'm kidding, guys.
It says,
wait. Are we just gonna keep rolling by it?
I didn't even hear it.
We're gonna hit pause. Are we gonna? I thought it was great.
Right?
I thought it was really funny. And Kayla, God bless him, our rock and one of our strongest members of the podcast, he kept rolling through like damn Sherman.
I'm trying to be a professional, damn it.
I'm like, how long are we gonna? I'm like.
Oh my god!
Hey,
I don't see the problem with it.
Anyway, don't check it out. Don't check it out. That's all I got on that.
Yeah, I probably won't be watching.
Yeah.
Well, I won't watch it anyway. All that stuff annoys me.
So. We can have fun. We can poke fun, right? That's
Absolutely.
all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing.
There's something for everyone.
Yes. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
Neil, I love it.
I don't have to explain anything to anybody. They know I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do.
It's all right. It's better if they don't.
Who cares if they do? Yeah. My wife loves me. I got one wife. Well, she does both laundry and dishes.
Wow.
I'm kidding again. I'm kidding again.
Kurt, don't we take breaks anymore? Wouldn't this be a time?
Neil, I fucking love you. Yeah. I do. I mean, it's amazing.
Oh, it's so funny.
I love. We had to acknowledge that because that was one of my favorite moments in the last year.
Oh, maybe we should go to dipshit after that. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good. Man. Yeah, we can do that. We can go to that.
I'm expecting Kayla to join in with me and have a little comedy fun.
No. Your wingman.
Well, no.
Where's my wingman?
No, I mean I could have. I actually didn't in time. I didn't actually hear.
I want you to be more like Kayla with when you don't have a mic in front of you?
What would that be like? You've been telling me this since we started the podcast. So which is very confusing for me because I feel like I am me.
People don't know. No, you are you. You're absolutely you. But when you're off the cuff, you're freaking hilarious.
That's what he tells me, guys. Listen, talking about building confidence or not. is Kayla, all you got to do is be yourself. You're so funny when you're yourself, meaning you're not funny.
No. Everybody will back me up on this.
You are very funny.
Everybody knows your sense of humor is hysterical.
You're very dry.
Very dry. I love it.
When you're just like, it's just coming off your brain.
Yeah.
And you just speak without
when
thinking.
do these times happen?
But here's what you got to remember. When you just let it roll, it's like, oh, Jimbo over there is going to edit anything out we don't need.
Yeah.
Most of it we're going to keep.
Don't pull the curtain back. We don't edit anything.
Hey, Jim.
It's rarely edited.
That's not going to make it. Mark it.
Rarely.
No, we don't want people to know
if everybody could hear Kayla like in a writer's round, we're together and we do writer's rounds together, and he goes off script. When you go off script, it's the funniest stuff I've ever heard.
I think I say some funny things here and there.
No, you do.
You're always funny.
No, you do.
Neil, he's funny.
He's so entertaining,
You're
but you're not
funny,
even
Kayla.
funny.
But Neil, it's like this.
You're funny.
We were just doing a vocal
I think
today.
you're really funny.
Yeah.
We were singing a vocal today. When I say we, I mean you. But we were going through, and when you're not thinking, it's like when I'm playing, when I'm thinking about a part. Oh, I got to play this right or this.
That's
part.
right.
It's never good.
Yeah. You're exactly right.
Yeah.
You just close your eyes and don't think. It's like I had to take my headphones off because I didn't like the way it sounded. I was like, I can't see. Can I? And I had to ask Kurt. I'm like, hey, can I do a vocal without these headphones? It's not going to feed back. Do whatever you want. And it was like so freeing. I could be myself. I can't wait to sing on a THC drink. I can't wait to do a vocal.
It's going to be slow.
It's going to be slow.
It's going to be behind the beat.
Yeah, I sing ahead of the beat
gonna be
normally.
real
It's going to
slow.
really help me sing behind the beat now.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
We should get a THC sponsorship on here.
Oh, God.
Try
They got
that in a
those
small town.
do you smoke?
Delta drinks. They got those. Those are.
What's that?
That's one of my Facebook purchases. I got in trouble for.
What is it?
Well, they have the THC in them.
Okay.
They're flavored, just like flavored water. And I love flavored water. And anyway, I got that a long time ago. But it's kind of a longer story. We'll go into maybe next time. But yeah, those things will get you.
So you've had one, and how did you feel?
I had a half of one.
How did it make you feel?
And Rachel had half of one.
Do tell.
Well, it wasn't good. It wasn't a good.
Oh, really?
Wasn't a good thing. Wasn't a good night.
Oh, it wasn't?
No, because
I thought you were going to say it was fantastic.
No, what I mean is, like, I shouldn't have went for the 20 milligrams. Should have went for the 5 or the 10.
I've got a gummy story like that.
Yeah. So anyway, that's more of a big segment in an episode. We'll talk about that and your gummy story.
To be continued.
That's to be continued. So it was really good. You just gotta be careful.
You got to learn how to pace yourself with that stuff. Like if
I
you're
might have should have read the
inexperienced-
directions.
Because you weren't a pot smoker, and neither was I. I mean, I've never smoked. I smoked pot when I was younger, but you've never been a pot
I think
smoker.
maybe
It's
twice, but I think it was like dried tea leaves or something. It wasn't even real.
When I did it back in the day, it was like it just made me laugh, and I ate a lot of Cool Ranch Doritos, and it really didn't. Pot wasn't my thing at all, ever.
I'm just not good at it.
It was never my thing. How about you, Kurt?
Never smoked.
I mean,
Never
I tried it. I really wanted to be a stoner. I did. I was like, oh, I'm going to like this. And like, I just, miserable. Fires up my asthma.
Yeah, if I didn't know,
I'm all paranoid.
Not as cool as
If I didn't know you two, and I was just watching you on stage, I was like, those dudes are hot.
Why? Why would you say that?
That's just because they're rock moves, man.
If there was
it's
one
rock
of
and
us,
roll.
I would think it'd be Kurt.
If
it was out of the
Definitely be Kurt.
Definitely.
I'm the stoner.
I would think so.
Yeah, I would.
Why is that?
It'd be natural
because you don't wear a belt either, and it's like
Yeah, I mean, Telly's too wired, too keyed up. He's not. Yeah,
More of a cocaine guy.
Tully,
Yeah, he's more crack.
Tully
Crack,
looks high.
cocaine.
He looks like a different kind of high because he's up there, man, and he's got his stance going on, and he actually looks. They actually both look like they smoke pot on stage, but their reactions are different.
I'd be so paranoid.
Tully's
I'd be
just different. And Kurt's all over the place. I mean, he's bouncing around and jumping up and down. He's high, and Tully's high. I would have think that if I didn't know him, I would think it.
Wow.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, you are a laid back stoner. You're like up and down the drum platform stoner.
That's stoners.
Okay.
Stoner
They
brothers.
play their asses off.
So are we getting to the dipshitiots?
Let's go.
Yeah, do it.
Go.
You already know mine. Y'all go
I
ahead.
had to. This one is a new entry that I had.
New entry.
I had.
New entry.
I had my usual laundry list scroll of dipshitiots, but new one. So it's more of a general dipshitiots in general. These people. Cody Johnson goes out and he goes on an Alaskan bear hunt.
Yep, saw where he went. Yep.
And people of course are giving shit about it. It's like, look.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I knew that was coming. Though.
Yeah, I mean,
I hadn't seen
and it's
it.
like, look, someone hunting has been going on forever. If someone wants to go hunt, they go hunt. If you don't want to go hunt, don't hunt. But
What's the argument?
Killing a bear.
Oh, they just yeah,
Killing a bear.
It's just like
Yeah.
the responses are just like, poor bear, love your music, but not this. Poor
Yeah, what a
bear.
bunch-
Rich dudes killing wildlife for fun and to show off. Awesome. No, you're one of my favorite singers, and this makes me want to cry. He's hunting. Morons.
If you're a fan of Cody Johnson, don't you expect him to be a hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
I
God
mean-
he's a dude.
Yeah.
Look, hunting is, like I said, it's going on forever.
Yeah.
It's okay to hunt. It's the nature of things.
So the dipshitties are the people saying.
Yeah, just whoever.
Yeah.
If you're listening and you got a problem with someone, I mean, I grew up hunting. Neil hunts, Aldean hunts.
Mm-hmm.
Hunting is. I love venison. I love deer meat.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends go bear hunting.
There's nothing more. You would think that libs would love hunters because it's so natural and so earthy. You would think they would love it. It's so green.
Yeah,
it's so green that they would love us.
Yeah, because you're grounding. You're grounding.
You would think it.
Yeah, but you know what's interesting?
So
a lot of high end libs they like their fine meats and steaks and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, what do they think's going on? I
Yeah.
mean, that's worse than hunting. I mean, that's if you want to look at it
That's
that way.
exactly right.
But I mean, I don't get that. I don't understand it. Look, if you're out there and you don't like hunting, fine. You don't have to like hunting. But if someone hunts and kills a beautiful animal,
I welcome it. Hey, someday, Jim, I want to put up a picture board of my, some pictures of everything over the years that I've taken. I'll just go ahead and say it. A lot of people are politically correct when they say they don't want to say I killed a deer. They want to say I harvested it. No, I killed a deer. I took its life, and it's in my freezer.
harvested it.
Yeah,
It's
like
a stupid thing to say.
It's so ridiculous.
Whoever said that's
It's
another.
I harvested
It's
a
the
deer.
politically correct.
No, you took its life, you skinned it, and you put it in the freezer, and it fed your family. You would think the libs would love that. You would think.
I don't
And
think they don't
like-
love a lot of stuff. That's what I've learned. You got to tiptoe around a lib, like a real lib. Like you got to meander about and just because something's gonna upset them.
I hope I
tough.
upset them. I'm done tiptoeing. I'm flat footing all around them.
Well, I mean,
Freaking love it.
It's
You're
okay.
doing great.
Yeah, nobody's.
You're doing great. Thanks.
Yeah, you're really doing good.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
All right, Kayla, what do you got?
Mine is my wife reminded me of this because we both hate it. I'd say the majority of people hate it, but if you're walking down, in a mall or mainly an airport, and you're just walking and you're walking with the flow of human traffic, and then someone just stops, just right in the middle, and they just stop.
Yeah.
And everybody else it's a log jam, and they're oblivious to it. They don't
on the phone or what?
They don't, they're just looking around. They just stop and they just go around them, and the majority of the time they don't even apologize. Like if I did that and I forgot that I'm supposed to, get out of the way, because if I'm going to stop, I just kind of pull on over. You kind of merge, get over there close to the bathroom or something.
No
but
kidding.
you just stop and expect everybody else to stop. And then on that same note.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And this has been happening for years. It's getting progressively worse. It's like if you're walking, because I try to get as small as I can get. If I'm walking in a public place, if it's a sidewalk or whatever, I'm on a sliver of my side. People people have lost some etiquette. You know, they just broad shouldered, big bags, whatever, and they're going to take that full space. They're not going to inch over at all. Y'all notice that? Anybody?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
anyway, that's just
the whole thing's got out of control.
So
Yeah.
let me piggyback on my dipshitties with that.
okay.
I wasn't going to go here, but it reminded me because I had to travel this last week.
Oh, it's the worst.
It's the worst. I'm in airports. You're trying to get to your gate. Everybody's walking. It's going. Your gate's another how far up, so you get on the thing.
It's not a ride.
Little escalator thing.
I love
We
running.
said
on
this
those
for
things.
years. So you get on, or whoever gets on in front of you, and then they stop.
It's not a ride.
They just want to stand there and let the
I
thing
know.
take them.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We say this every time we travel. It's not a ride. It's just helping you
Yeah.
get to where you're going a little quicker. Walk at your same pace.
Yeah.
Or if you are stopping, get over.
I don't even got them anymore.
Yeah, get over to the right.
They're too clogged up.
It-
They're leaning up against the side, looking at their phone like it's a
Yeah.
Disney World.
Are you
Yeah,
that
and blocking
out
the
of breath?
and they have a backpack on. You can't get around them.
No, they're doubled up. You're
With
not.
their carry-on.
Yeah. You
A
carry a-
massive suitcase.
Don't you like people that get on airplanes with backpacks?
Yeah.
They're just banging people right in the face.
I get on.
No, I don't do
backpack.
that. I carry the backpack.
But,
too.
but
I
you're
carry
probably
on.
you're probably
You know,
a cordial backpack carrier.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's not.
Some people
it's
get on there
banging
with
into
backpacks and it
everybody.
looks like they're going camping or skiing or
Like,
something. Or
the
climbing
etiquette
Everest.
is you take it off
Yeah.
your back and you put it in front of you and you hold it. You don't swing it around. People can't. They can't travel anymore. People are the worst.
People
They-
are the
they-
worst.
People are the worst.
They really are. They
Except
can't-
our fans and
and
subscribers.
us.
That's exactly
We got
right.
it all
We
figured
do.
out.
And by the way, we've challenged our listeners
please.
before, but we need to do it. Hey, put it in the comments, your dipshitiot of the week.
Ooh,
We'll
that's a
read
good
it on
idea.
air. We'll read it on air. Ed,
Oh,
I know you got
please.
them. Come
Yeah.
on, Birdie Jane, do it because we'll start making that a part of the thing too. We'll read your dipshitiot of the week on the air.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I always think.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, we'll see what happens. We try to challenge them with the small town stories. By the way, can I
Yeah.
say this real quick? The small town stuff. So this isn't the story, but I did go to a funeral this last week, and it was in a very small town, and it was my wife's father. Man, you get reminded of how awesome small towns are because we lose sight of this all the time. Her dad was a pillar of the community. He was a fireman. He was in the American Legion. He had service as well before that. But so at the funeral, dude, the entire fire department shows up, the police department, the American Legion.
Yeah.
Literally everybody from the town is there. They're going through to the family. They're talking to whatever, they're any way they can help. That's what they're there for. Even if it's just for support. We go to the cemetery. The fire truck's there doing the siren one last time. He was cremated, so the urn was in the fire truck. One last ride.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And he also was in the service. They did the flag. They folded it, gave it to the wife. But I'm just thinking to myself, man, that community and that being there for each other and just the whole thing,
Yeah.
it was perfect. Warmed my heart. It's what we talk about all the time with small towns.
Yeah.
And being there for your neighbor.
Exactly.
It was really, really cool. It was awesome.
Yeah, and I feel like I hate to feel like we're losing that fabric,
Yeah.
and maybe because
Well, and that's what I thought. And just doing that was like, oh, wow, this is what it's supposed to be.
yeah,
And
I don't think we're going to lose that in these true,
yeah,
close knit small towns. We're not going to lose that fabric. I think it's gone in other places and deteriorating in other places. I don't think in places like that it's ever going to go away.
yeah. I mean,
They're going to keep us united. Those are the towns that are going to keep us united.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope you're right. And
Yeah.
just seeing it brought me that feeling. It was like, oh, it's here. It's here. We lose sight of it a little bit because of where we live.
Yeah.
But it's there.
Well, and we're sorry for your loss and for
Yeah.
Kelly as well. And we've been praying for you
Yeah,
guys.
thank you. But, I thought it tied in what we do
Yeah.
and our mission pretty well.
Yeah.
No, there is nothing like small. I mean, I go home and there's 400 people live in my town now, and so you go home and it's like you instantly feel different. It's like I've been gone 30 years now from home, so it's like we live in a huge industry, and we get wrapped up in our careers and lives, and there's just so many people. But then you go home and it's like, you remember how small, your world was at one point, you know. So, but I just you can't replace the feeling of that
Agreed.
It's like my grandmother, when she passed, the American Legion offered up the Legion, and that's where we had they cooked for free, and that's where everybody went for the dinner.
Right.
Same Legion that's been around forever. It's just, but it's just great.
It is.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they have after? Did they go to the church or what have you and have tons of food?
That's exactly
and
what
people,
it was. We went back to the
around,
church, and there was a huge
every
potluck
casserole
of food. And,
yeah.
And you just sat there, and the community was there.
Yeah.
Just there for each other, and of course there for the family.
And you know what? That leaves the family in a really good place in a time like that.
Yep.
Gives them peace. Mm-hmm. It helps them move on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I can't think of a better way to wrap it up.
Yeah, thanks for letting me talk about that.
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, for sure.
Just to button up before we leave, we do have to tell people to go to peacemaker.com, of course, to get some of that coffee, which has been doing pretty well. I think it's selling
I
pretty
try that
well.
in the small town blends. Are awesome.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go to Peacemaker, and there's a drop down tab that you click on for try that in small town. And then it's got our light, medium, and dark roast. Dark roast is Sucker Punch, which is
it's
fun.
really good. That's my
And
go-to.
then,
You can get some of those travel mugs too. Right?
Travel mugs, right here.
All kinds of
And
good stuff.
Those are really cool. But
So make sure you're doing that. But as always, download the episode. Leave us some comments, like you said, or we said. Do a dipshit idiot of the week. Come on.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
give us a small town story as well. Want to make sure we're highlighting that as much as we can. Thrash?
Yeah.
Kayla? TK?
Yes.
I'm Kurt. That's Jim.
Hey, Jim. Bye, Jim. I love you guys.
From the Patriot Mobile Studios, of course, powered by eSpaces. This has been the Try That in a Small Town podcast.
Make sure to follow along, subscribe, share, rate the show, and check out our merch at trythatinasmalltown.com.